Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Tuesday Talks. My name is Laura. I'm the founder of the Young Entrepreneurs of England, and I'm so grateful that you are here watching this video with us. Tuesday Talks is exactly like the name says it is. It's a place where we get to talk about all things entrepreneurship to hopefully help equip you for the journey ahead a little bit better than before. Our first guest, is a lady by the name of Amber. She is someone who I actually met through the Young Entrepreneurs of England. She has listed her business with us. We sort of started chatting and really just hit it off. Amber is a complete professional and an absolute guru at what she does. She is not only the founder of what we're about to talk about, but she is also the founder of Gift Girl. So check it out. I'll link all her details below. But the reason Amber is on our talk today is because she is the founder of Network Like You Mean It. Get your network working for you. Network Like You Mean It is the only networking diary and planner and the ultimate tool to help you up-level your networking and become the best networker in the room. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the benefits of networking and why you need it to help grow your business. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because we have a little bit of a giveaway. So without keeping you waiting any longer, here's Amber from Network Like You Mean It. Hi, Amber. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you so much. It's very exciting that we officially get to start Tuesday Talks. I am so excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, we've been talking about doing this forever, haven't we? So finally we're here. We're going to give these entrepreneurs some tips about networking.
Yeah, it's great. And I mean, I think, I always think back to pretty much how we met, and we finally going to soon meet in person at the business show that's happening on 24th and 25th of November at London Excel. Guys, I'll link it below if you want to go ahead and check that out. But myself and Amber will be there, which is really exciting. Yeah, but Amber and I actually met through the Young Entrepreneurs of England. That's how we first connected.
That's right. Yeah, through Instagram. I just found you on Instagram, being an entrepreneur myself, and there you are doing your thing, helping us guys out. So hopefully I can help everyone else now as well.
Yes, and Amber, you are the ultimate guru, entrepreneur. You have your absolute hands full. I know you've just launched Manchester Female Entrepreneur, as well as you've got the Gift Girl and what we're about to talk about today, Network Like You Mean It. I don't know if you're able to just talk to us a little bit, maybe about all of them or just one, but it would be great to hear a little bit more about what you do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've definitely took everything all on at once, haven't I? Crazy, but I think entrepreneurs are crazy, right? Like, I think a lot of them like to walk on the wild side. So, yeah, I'll talk a little bit about Network Like You Mean It. I guess that's the main reason why we're here, isn't it? So, Network Like You Mean It is the only networking diary and planner, and that the idea behind it is to help you develop your business through networking. So if you think about it as investing in your relationships is one of the best things that you will ever do. Do you agree?
100% agree.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like they say that your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
So this planner and diary is basically your networking Bible. And I created it because, as you know, Laura, obviously I set up my business during the pandemic, and I just found it really, really hard just to keep a track of all the connections that I was making. And I just felt like there was a bit of a niche in the market for it. So this planner will basically help people develop their business and achieve their goals.
Yeah, I mean, I get goosebumps when you talk about it. I think it's such a great idea. I absolutely love it. And I think it's something that we can all use in a world that's so digital at the moment, to have an actual tangible book that you can write down, tick off, cross off. I think it's an absolutely incredible idea. So congratulations and well done for launching it. I'm really excited to see where it all goes. Yeah.
Back to old school, pen and paper, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's like packed with pages that will literally just help you focus on your networking skills, your goals, and just track your progress and sort of make you understand how networking is positively impacting your business, really.
Amazing. I'm not sure if you are like me, but I have in front of me two boards where I write down things that I need to do. I've got a diary, but like I like to literally watch myself tick things off and see things get crossed off the list or write things down, because being able to like flip through some pages and remember things, and potentially a networking event that you went to, I think it's so much cooler than putting it in your phone and trying to be digitally remember everything. So I love it.
Exactly.
Pen and paper.
I am all about the lists. What star sign are you, Laura?
I'm a Scorpio.
You're a Scorpio.
Yeah.
Okay, we're quite. I think they're quite similar. I'm a Virgo, so but lists are just they are the best thing. And if you've got something where you can keep track of all these connections all in one place, that is the vital thing, because otherwise you're going to end up sort of losing these people that you've met, and they could have a massive impact on growing your business.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. And especially in the beginning stages of business, I mean, your brain is all over the place. There is so much going on. There's so many things that you're thinking about, not only networking, you're thinking about your content, your website, your products, you know, how you're going to get your next customer. There's just so many things that you're thinking about. So really, you don't want to miss out on anything. I know I have sometimes things have slipped my mind and I was like, man, if I just written it down, it would have been so much easier than trying to just
save the hassle. I think, like, for me, becoming an entrepreneur, like you say, it's been one of the most overwhelming experiences ever. And you're thinking about all those things that you just mentioned, like you're being a marketing professional, you're being an accountant, you're doing everything all at once. So I think it's really important to be organized and sort of have something that will bring you structure, it will bring you routine, and also results. And I can guarantee if you start using this planner every day, it will become a habit and it will change your life.
Amazing. So just before we get started about the benefits of networking, everybody, we have a competition coming up. Amber and I will talk about it a bit at the end of this, but we will put some more details. We will put some details on the website as well, but stay tuned for the end of the video because we have a really cool competition coming up. So yeah, let's get into it, Amber. Let's start on the benefits of networking and why young entrepreneurs especially need it for their business.
Yeah, so I think one of the main ones is building your self-confidence. So to be good at networking and for it to work for you and for your business, whether you like it or not, you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Right. And whether that's attending an event for people like nobody in the room, you don't know anybody, whether that's facilitating a networking group online or even pitching your business to your dream client. I am an entrepreneur, but I am an extrovert entrepreneur. And even the thought of pitching my business to my dream client makes me feel sick. So I know, like, it's easier said than done, but this, as they say, great things never come from comfort zones. Yeah. So I just think you need to be confident in yourself and your business, and the rest will fall into place.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the things that being an entrepreneur, I'm quite a quiet person. I am really kept to myself at times and sometimes come across as quite shy. And always through high school or junior school, teachers are like, Laura, come on, like, you know, speak, do whatever, some public speaking or something like that. And it was just something that I really struggled with. But starting on this journey and, you know, going through the couple of businesses that I've gone through, one of the biggest things that I have learned is self-confidence and trusting myself and the way I present myself forward, because I was always so wrapped up in the idea of how I was coming across and how people perceived me. And to an extent, you have to think about that and you have to keep that in the back of your mind because you want to come across as professional. But building that self-confidence up and being able to feel like you have the power to take control of certain situations is unbelievable. And to me, being able to attend networking events really does help build that self-confidence. You know, they do certain things. I'm not sure how many of you who are watching this have actually attended a networking event, especially because of what we've just gone through over the past year. But in-person networking events, they often ask you to stand up and speak about your business. And I always I would get cold sweats and, you know, start feeling my heart rate going. But honestly, it's one of the most beneficial things that I think they do at a networking event is they make you speak about your business. And each time you're able to refine it a little bit further and develop it more. But yeah, having self-confidence and to step out of those, like you say, comfort zones and take charge of your dream, really, at the end of the day, is what you need.
For sure. And look at you now, Laura. Look at you. You're just amazing. You're amazing. Like, you've obviously built that self-confidence up through your networking. So well done to you. I think everything that you've done is just incredible. And I would like highly recommend everybody just getting your foot in there at the beginning. Just try it, dip your toe and you'll become like Laura.
Oh, thank you. No, it's great.
Yeah. So I guess another one that we can talk about, benefit, is developing long-term relationships. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Investing in your relationships is the best thing that you will ever do. So before you do business with someone, I think it's really important to get to know them, not just professionally, but also personally as well, because this is only going to sort of build your trust with that person and strengthen the relationship. And having people that you can rely on is only going to make your life easier. So building that relationship and strengthening that relationship with people, it'll just make things a lot easier in the long run when it comes to growing your business and having them connections there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I use this example quite a bit, but if you haven't guessed, I'm from South Africa. And when
are you really?
When I moved overseas, we literally knew nobody. And I think that also helped shift, like we spoke about, my self-confidence, because if I wasn't willing to get out there and really sort of open myself up and be vulnerable, I wouldn't meet anybody. I wouldn't connect with anybody. And to be honest, in a weird way, I feel like COVID has brought me closer to a lot of connections, and just being able to hop on a Zoom call with someone like yourself and just pretty much chat about nothing sometimes, like building relationships, and like you said, getting to know people is such a crucial part at the beginning of your business, because being able to call, I mean, I have a guy who, his name's Amisi. He is the founder of IA Media. Sorry, Missy. IA Media. I will also make sure he's mentioned below. But a little while ago, I had an idea in my head, and I was like getting this, idea in my head and really picking it apart, being like, it's going to go viral. It's going to be the best thing ever. And I was like, hey, Missy.
A typical entrepreneur.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, everything's going to be great, right? And so I said, can I get on a call with you? I really want to flesh this idea out. No problem. We took like a 30-45-minute call, and he was able to kind of like break it down for me and really threw in some perspective and some outside perspective that I really needed. And if I hadn't built that connection up, and again, it was through the Young Entrepreneurs of England, but I was still able to build that connection from the beginning. He was able to really show me another side to my idea. And it's not, building relationships doesn't always need to be financial gain or you win, I win kind of thing. It's something exactly like that, where it's, hey, please, can you help? I've got this idea in my head that I can't figure out. I need another set of eyes on to hopefully help navigate me through this a different way. And I think, that's what's so great about being a young entrepreneur, especially in this day and age, is a lot of people are open to the idea of helping and connecting and, let's see you succeed and help you grow. But your what's the right word? But your valuable relationships, or your relationships are valuable. They have a sort of like, if
they've got so much, they bring so much to the table, don't they? That's it.
Invaluable. Yeah. They are invaluable. Yeah. There is no value that you can put on them, because they truly, truly help you in so many ways. And potentially you might meet somebody now that may not be a fit for what you need help with or connect with, but you never know what's going to happen
later down the line. That's it. Yeah.
Always.
No, I agree with everything you've just said there, and that sort of nicely, I guess, leads on to sort of another benefit of it, which you've touched on. Having that perspective, and it will result in fresh ideas. So if you've got somebody at the other end of the phone that you can just pick up, if you're having a brain block about the service or the product that you're offering and you're just not sure which direction to go down, having those kind of people and just getting their opinions to help with your decisions, like you just said, is a massive plus. So that's definitely one of the benefits, I would say, just getting those fresh ideas and new perspectives from other people that are not stuck in your head, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's the joy of being different, and I guess being human is, and again, I feel it more now than ever before, as we celebrate people's differences. And it's so incredibly important to realize that we are all different. We think differently, you know, we act differently. The way we perceive or consume information is different. And you know, I used to beat myself up, being like, why am I not a certain way? And at the end of the day, what you don't need to be a certain way. It's so incredibly important.
Wouldn't the world be boring if we were all the same?
Totally.
It would be so boring. Everybody brings something different. So
exactly. And you know, like you say, having those people that are able to provide those fresh perspectives and ideas, or you know, you never know, you could have gone through a really tough 2 weeks and you're like, you know, I'm like, Amber, oh my gosh, I really, really need someone to help dig me out of this rut. I've just had a really bad time. I don't know, you know, where to navigate myself next. Let's hop on a phone call and reevaluate the situation. It's incredible what that can do. And I think also we're so flooded with information that it's really easy to get in those ruts. So to be able to have that person to kind of call on, or people to call on to help you provide fresh perspectives, is so important.
That's exactly why I've started the Manchester Female Entrepreneurs, because you know, just sharing that environment with people that are going through the same thing that you are. You know, that we're entrepreneurs and we're females, and we want other people that know what we're going through, that can support us, that can encourage us, that can inspire us. So yeah, it is one of the best things that you could do, is just to get other people's heads in with you and helping you along your path to success, I guess. So
definitely.
And I think, like, again, that leads on to gaining more knowledge. So as an entrepreneur myself, this has been so invaluable, especially as a startup. When you're networking, you meet so many different people, different backgrounds, different industries, different levels, and they might have been doing the entrepreneur thing for years, you know, and they've got so much experience, and they can offer guidance and advice and help you along your way.
Definitely. I always say to people, pretty much any, like a loved one or family member, whatever, a friend, you never know who you're going to meet. And so you should always, one, keep your ears open, but you need, like, you just never know who you're going to meet at the end of the day. And you need to be able to listen. Firstly, I think networking is great to listen, because a lot of us sometimes talk without listening. And I think networking is great to listen, is a great place to learn to listen. But yeah, you literally never know who you're walking past, who you can meet. And I think always going into situations with an open sort of mind and an open perspective into things is super important.
Yeah, everyone, what is it they say? Everyone you will ever meet knows something that you do not know.
That's it. That's the thing I was trying to think.
That's what you were trying to say. Yeah,
it's not coming to me. So thank you.
But no, exactly. And being open to opportunities, like you were saying, you know, because you just don't know what's going to come along. And even if it's not right now, it might be right next year. You know, I had a phone call this morning and I said, you know, I loved the opportunity that were offering me. And I had to say, but it needs to wait. Like, it's not right for me right now. And you've really got to think about things like that and just keep it in the back of your mind, and then you can approach it again next year. So yeah, just be open. That's definitely one of the main things that you need to do when you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And then so increasing brand awareness as well. I mean, I think we should probably touch on that a little bit. So you need to get out there to be noticed. And the best way to do it is to network, obviously. So the more people you meet, the more people you can tell about your business, the more people they'll tell about your business. And it's just a snowball effect. And I would just say to anyone, if you're not confident enough to get out there in person, start by doing stuff online. Just get into the swing of it that way and set yourself a goal to eventually do it face to face. And I'd recommend sort of getting a networking event in the diary for a month or 2 months' time and just make that your aim. So build up your confidence through the networking online and then eventually get out there, show your face and go and get them. Show them what you're all about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so guilty of this. Prior to starting Young Entrepreneurs of England and my other little business, I was doing something else, and I had set myself, literally put it in my diary, a couple of networking events that I needed to go to, and I was going to be the only person that I knew there, and I kept putting it off, and literally just like, I just couldn't do it. I was too nervous, too self-conscious, too, not self-confident enough to take it. And it was super difficult. And I was thinking one day, I guess you could say a turning point. If I'm not going to take that step and do what I want to do, either A, somebody's going to just come and do it anyway, but I'm the only person that's going to not benefit from it. Nobody else really cares if you do or don't do it. And that in itself like motivated me to start going to networking events, and then obviously all this nonsense started to happen. But it's up to you. It's up to you as an individual. You may have somebody push you a little bit saying you should really try, you should really go. You might have a friend that even attends one with you, but if you aren't willing to go to one, really it's up to you at the end.
You've got to push yourself, haven't you, at the end of the day? And I find networking quite easy. So for me, it's hard to say, and that's because I am an extrovert, and I actually prefer being in person than being online. But everybody's different. But you do really need to push yourself, because the benefits that will bring from people meeting you face to face, you're more likely to build a relationship. Like, I know I built quite a lot of relationships during the pandemic online, and then I've met them in person, and actually since meeting them in person, it's become so much stronger.
Yeah.
So I would highly recommend maybe building up your self-confidence through online, and then arrange a coffee with them for like a month's time, 2 months time, and you'll be surprised that if you've already sort of met them in the first place, you'll feel like you already know them anyway.
Exactly. And I think we've totally gone adrift from the actual benefit of increasing brand awareness. 100% networking increases your brand awareness.
But that's literally just the main one.
Yeah. But like, I think it's so important to also touch on this, where some people don't feel confident enough in order to take that step, because networking can be really daunting. And I did a survey right at the beginning of the sort of pandemic, when online networking events came about. And I wanted to see the difference on what people liked about the in-person ones and what they preferred about the online ones. And a lot of people said that the in-person ones became too much of a like, quite too structured, too formal. And I found that the online networking ones were a lot more casual and a lot more fun. And, people had their dogs in the background, or something going off, or someone walking past, and I think it just broke that sort of cycle of networking being formal and super like suits and tie kind of thing. So the networking events that I've seen going on now look like such a vibe, and I'm like, I want to be there.
I want to get involved.
Definitely.
I think there's also the opposite to that a little bit as well, just to touch on what you were saying about it being online and it becoming more informal, which is great. And I'm down with that. I am so down with that. But I think doing it online, you just need to be careful that you don't sit in the background, because you can easily hide behind a screen and not get involved. So you need to find that balance of, if you are going to do it online, make sure you are on video, make sure you are, participating and chatting with people. Otherwise, realistically, what's the point in being there?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's such a good, a great point to actually point out. And potentially someone maybe in the beginning wants to just sit back and watch it all fold up, see how they work. Absolutely fine. And, you know, a great way to actually get started is, like you said, potentially online. But it's not going to be of any, networking isn't going to work for you if you aren't going to work with it. And it can be, and it will be, one of the most rewarding things that I think an entrepreneur can do when they get involved.
Yeah, I think a lot of the reasons as well is people don't know how to network. And I suppose everyone's networking journey is a bit different, but with this diary and planner that I've created, it will probably help you. Well, when I say probably, I will say it will help you prepare to put yourself in them situations, because there's tasks and there's a guidebook in there that will help you prepare, like your elevator pitch, your presentations, you know, talking about maybe which people you want to try and approach for business and target and that kind of thing. And I guess if you've got all that sort of in your head and organized, then you've got a goal to go into an event with, or to go onto a call with. And I think that's massively, massively helpful.
Yeah, you feel a lot more prepared as you enter sort of the unknown. And exactly like you said, it's that fear of the unknown that a lot of us entrepreneurs face. And I think we're also coming to a time where we're realizing that a lot of the entrepreneurs that are now, I guess you could say, successful and that we see, they aren't really speaking, and it's only really coming out now where they speak about just how difficult the journey is. A lot of people have this idea that entrepreneurship is super, super easy and it's the easy way out. It's the great, yeah. You literally are sometimes like crying yourself to sleep, and other days you feel like you could run the marathon.
Massive roller coaster. Yeah.
It's a complete, and I was like, no ways, not a chance. Like, I'm quite level-headed. It's not going to be like that at all. And it's totally like that. Like, it's like that. Even if your business.
Don't underestimate it. Yeah. But at the same time, it is one of the best things ever.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And like you say, the people you meet and the sort of, I guess, eventually the places you get to go to and just the things you get to do are unmatched to anything else.
Yeah, for sure. And we love being young entrepreneurs of England.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's great. I'm, very excited to see where it all goes, and just enjoying sort of the journey as it develops. I'm not, of course, there's times when you have to put pressure on yourself, I say, but I'm not putting too much pressure on myself for it to be something too quickly, because I feel like what's done quickly isn't going to last long.
Yeah.
It needs to
take time.
Yeah. And relationships and connections and, building that foundation is so incredibly important.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, cool. So I guess, should we just say in summary sort of why, or the benefits of networking and why people should get involved?
Yeah, so the benefits of networking include building your self-confidence, developing long-term relationships, new perspectives, which will result in fresh ideas, gaining more knowledge from other people, and also increasing your brand awareness.
Amazing. So everybody, make sure you check out Amber. Make sure you check out Network Like You Mean It. Get your hands on one of those diaries. We'll provide a link where you guys can get that.
We've got the competition, haven't we?
Oh my gosh, yes, there is something. Yeah. Do you want to speak about it?
So I'm giving away one of my planners, my diary and planners. It's the first edition. I'm currently working on a second edition at the minute, due to be on pre-sale next month. But I do have some first edition copies available. So the competition is for you guys to win one. And I think, Laura, we're going to be posting something on the social media at some point tomorrow, I think, just to give you all the info around that.
Correct. Yeah, we will be posting. This still needs to be refined a little bit. But it will be given away.
You could have your hands on one of these.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Super sleek, lovely and professional. It's black, which I love. It sort of goes with everything. I think it's absolutely divine.
Definitely, that's the main thing, isn't it? It matches everything.
Exactly. And it's small enough to like fit in your laptop bag as well, which I think is great.
Yeah, for sure. And there's also a free download that anyone who's watching can get access to if they want to do that as well. If they go to networklikeyoumeenit.com /Tuesday Talks, and you just need to put in your name, put in your email, and you can get a free download, which is a guide to networking on there as well, to just give you a little bit of a taster of what's in there.
Absolutely incredible. You see, this is why we need people, because I nearly forgot about that. Nearly totally forgot about that. So this is why we need
Oh, don't worry. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Amber, for joining us. Just to mention our next topic, we're going to be talking about networking etiquette and how to sort of prepare yourself and how to present yourself to people. So I'm really, really excited about that one. Cannot wait to get you back on for that talk. But thank you so much for joining and kicking off Tuesday Talks. It's been absolutely amazing.
Thanks, Laura. And I'll see you again next week.
Yes, definitely will. Awesome. Thanks, Amber.
See you later. Bye.